It's a beautiful morning in the neighborhood. I thought I'd take a video and show you guys what you've been missing, what we've been doing. This is the view from the porch. I've got some hanging baskets set up. Typical stuff, Calabrachia and ivies and fuchsias, and so those are just starting to crank and get healthy. The weather's been beautiful, lots of sunshine and occasional rain. Temps have been in the upper 50s to 60s. Got a new wreath on the door, some succulents. And so let's take a walk around the yard and look at what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. All sorts of stuff popping up that we, of course, had no idea was here. Like the hostas, the ferns, some of these Asiatic lilies getting ready to set buds. Fascinating not knowing what was in the ground before we got here. And then we've added a few things too. So we put in the rhodies, hung up the shepherd's hook. The hanging baskets were so unbelievably heavy we had to add the rocks at the bottom to keep the hook from bending over. But again, more hosta, lilies. Yesterday we put this red dogwood in the ground. Red flowers with a white center, so it's got kind of a pinkish look to it. And we also, on the other side of the sidewalk, to balance off the dogwood, we put in this Japanese red maple. But basically out front, all we're doing is just pulling some weeds every now and then and keeping up with it. And the backyard. Sneak up through the fence this way. We don't know what either. There's two of these alternating shrubs along the back fence. We don't have any idea what either one of them are. One shrub's been putting out these little yellow flowers. We don't really know why anybody would have picked this shrub. It's not spectacular in any way at all. It might have been just on sale. This is probably going to be some sort of a spirea. We'll see what happens when it blossoms. Over here, Bev just put in two clematis. They'll be climbing the fence, getting morning sunlight, and then the strawberry bed was already here. We've added a few, and the strawberries are blooming like crazy, so there should be some fruit coming up by the end of May. Along the left, we've put in 8 dwarf fruit trees, 5 apple and 3 pear. And it'll be interesting to see if they get enough sunlight. We're going to try and espalier them on the fence. I'll show you the one tree had a couple of branches on it that I didn't prune off because they were already in the right location. But this is the kind of direction we're going to head. And as the trees put on height, we'll do another row of branches off to the side, and then maybe a total of 3 rows. We put in a tire swing for Henry. Again, hostas popping up out here as the weather's starting to stay warm. Here's the gate to the mysterious back gully. Again, we've got some flower box type planters on the fence. And the backwoods stuff's just popping up. Ferns and wildflowers as the weather kind of warms and warms. This fire ring was in the garden area. The previous owners probably put the fire ring there. They didn't use the garden, so Bev moved the fire ring out to here. We've had a couple of nice fires at night. You can see our gardener is out walking the yard. Some more hosta coming up out here. Put the cypress in the ground with the coral bells yesterday. Some impatiens that are being nibbled on by the slugs at night. Chicken coop. The planting shed now. And here's our garden. Peas and onions. Broccoli and kale. Tomatoes. Some carrots and some lettuce over there deep. Horseradish, chives. Peppers aren't in yet. Squash, cucumber not in yet. All right, that's it for now.